Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Shino, and we are back in our modded to the Magical Max world. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Last episode, we worked on upgrading our magic, and as part of the lore of this world, what I have gone and done is we've added a couple of new mods in, and we'll go over that list of mods here in just a moment. But the purpose behind adding those new mods in is to symbolize the fact that we have awoken something with our magic. So by doing the magic that we've been doing over here, we've stirred something in the environment, and we've now introduced some new creatures to the game. On top of adding a couple of new creatures in, we've also added some more people into the game. And I did this kind of on purpose when we were kind of getting everything set up. So the three mods that we've added are the Alchemy Trader. The Alchemy Trader mod just simply adds another trader that is in a world hut, almost like from Minecraft. It would remind you a little bit of a witch's hut, but we'll have an Alchemy Trader there that we can trade with. In addition, we're also added the mod VS Village. So now we actually are going to have villages that can spawn in the world. And we'll be able to go visit those villages and get stuff from them. And then the third mod that we've added in is called Fantasy Creatures. And Fantasy Creatures adds in some creatures from the fantasy world, like orcs and ogres, skeletons, and a new boss that is a dragon. Can be added in. Now, the dragon spawns very rarely, so the chances that we'll see the dragon in this series, we'll see. We'll probably go looking for the dragon. But the ogres, then and those kind of things, they kind of show up a little more often. So we'll probably end up running into them. Matter of fact, there's a goblin right there, just showed up. Cool. So we'll end up seeing these along our adventures. We'll be running into these creatures as we go out and we go exploring out into the wilds. We'll run into some of them above ground. We'll run into some of them below ground. And so now it's adding a little more to the reason to why I wanted to build, a defensive wall, why I've been talking about that kind of stuff. Because we're going to have more bad guys that we're going to have to be dealing with in this series. Okay, between episodes, what I've been doing, I've been continuing to work in this area right here, cutting this hill down, and I've been using that stone to make the cobblestone that I need for building this tower over here. This is going to be the workshop that's going to be set up here. So this is going to be the magical zone over here. This is where we're going to put all our magic stuff, is going to be in this area here. And then this area is going to be like the automation stuff. So we'll be putting our storage system over here. We'll be putting in the health hammers, windmills, and things like that. And that's going to be a nice tall tower. And then we're going to be building onto it as time goes on. So the original design here is going to be a 9x9. And it's going to be 26 blocks tall. That's what we're working towards. There is an issue with the Rustbound Magic Blooms. These have been here now for probably 6 in-game days, and it still says will mature in less than a day. I've had this happen before, and I've had to go through and break these and replant. And so this is the second time I've done that. I've had to break these and replant them. So not sure exactly what's going on here. I'll look into that. Let's talk about our Light Nexus. This one's been sitting here building up. I do have 16 more of the light mana torches here. Plus we got 488 now of 1,000. So this is building up. This, I did have a good night storm where I got a temporal storm that happened. So we had a lot more mobs moving around. And yep, they got stuck in there. In fact, I got some pictures of that and I posted it to the Discord channel. For people to see. But so basically when the mobs come by at night, if they get trapped into this area, they get pulled back in and they get their life essence drained from them and it turns into. So now I have 8 of the dark mana torches. Now check this out. This is something to watch out for. This Light Nexus is now up to 1,000. But when you've got like a lot of mana in these things, if the Nexus is full, the full system. See, I can come up here next to this one. No problem. I come inside this one. There we go. Mind shatter. Not sure exactly what that's called, but that's what I call it anyways, because that's what it reminds me of just basically fracturing your brain in that. So keep an eye on that. Be wary of it if it happens. Don't freak out. That is actually part of the game. So what are we going to be doing in this episode? Well, we need to go gather up a few more materials. I need to get some basalt, some conglomerate, and probably need to replenish more of the clay, and probably need to get some more wood while we're out. So we're going to go on a little scavenging hunt. And while we're out scavenging around, we're going to see if we can find any of these new mobs and engage with them in combat. Also wanted to show this. This is not something that I don't think I've ever really talked about in the game. But I just saw this on Reddit the other day. And so it reminded me that there's probably a lot of people who haven't played a lot in this game. And so they may not be fully aware of some of the mechanics. So let's talk about rot. Whenever rot forms in the game, like in your vessels, it kind of gets stuck in there. And to get it out, you just have to wash your dishes. Basically, the best way of explaining it, throw that into water and the rot will come out. Usually your water vessel or whatever you threw in there will be filled with water also. You can't just drink it. There you go. And that takes care of it. But that's how you get rot out of your vessels. And let's gather up and see how many more fish we have. There's 4. Here's another one. Any other fish? Nope, that appears to be it. No worries. I just want to cook up a little extra food, so I got a little extra food to take with me. Also, I now have a recurve bow. I did go and buy this and some black bronze arrows. Bought that from a trader. There is a survival trader that is right there in relationship to where we are. That's where that survival trader is at. Went and paid him a visit. I wanted to see what kind of things he had. I was looking to see if maybe I could find maybe a little extra lime. So I've been looking around, visiting some traders to see if I can get some extra lime. Not finding any yet, but we're going to be getting close to doing leather crafting here soon. And I want to have that. But I did go ahead and use the flax that we had to go ahead and get a full set of linen sacks for upgrading my storage. So that is going to come in handy, especially on a trip like today. Okay, let me get some stuff gathered up, put together, and then we will come back and we will take off on a little exploring adventure. I am going to upgrade my chest here to a copper chest, and we're going to do that by turning this into a plate. By putting the copper plate and your wooden chest, 3 more boards is going to turn that into a copper chest. This is from the extra chest mod. So it gives increased storage space. This is normally 16. We're going to add another 8 storage spaces to this and make it a total of 24. And that is going to come in handy because with just like everything else, I can hold shift and I can put this and I can take it with me, put it on my back, carry it with me, and that gives us another 24 slots for stuff. Now, typically when I'm going to be going on an adventure, I create a kind of a storage backpack, and I like to put things like extra healing items in there. I like to have at least 1 torch inside there. I always like to take a saw with me, and I always like to take a cooking pot with me as well, and probably should take at least 1 bowl. And that's just so that, as I'm moving along, if I need to stop and, build a campfire and cook something up, I can. Other items that I like to keep in there, of course, would be extra tools. So I have on me right now, I have an extra sword, and I'll keep that in my inventory because let's face it, if this sword breaks, that means I'm fighting something, and I don't want to have to put down my backpack to get another sword out. So that thing breaks, that one will pop into that spot for me. But the pickaxe is something that, and the shovel, that's something that I'll need, later on. I won't need it right away. So I had found one copper knife in a cracked vessel that was for tools. But when you go to make with the copper knives with an ingot, you're going to get 4 blades out of that, which is really nice. So make sure that you're prepared for that whenever you go to make them. Let's see what else. I am noticing that every time I open up this copper chest now, and then I open up my inventory. May not happen this time. I was getting a freeze, like a stutter, and it's completely client side. I've got the server console open up here beside me on my laptop, and so I'm able to watch the console. And every time it stuttered like that, I'm not getting any kind of error messages. So it is completely client side. So I'm going to double check and keep an eye on that. See if I can find anything in the files here shortly. Also noticed that my HUD display up here in the corner is missing. I did check and the mod is loaded. It's just not showing up there. That's weird. Okay. But where we're heading to is right up in this area where there's some conglomerate. So we're going to head up over there. Hey, looky there. A couple of apple trees. I'm going to go ahead and mark these. I'm not going to pick them up yet. We're just going to go ahead and mark them as yellow apple. All right. I am looking for... It's right off that direction. So we're going to head across here. Oh, look, a deer. Cool. Oh, there's a bear. Right there. Let's go around the bear, shall we? All right, I found the peridotite that I want to start mining here. So now I'm just kind of looking for a good area to mine in at, and I did see around kind of this corner here that there was a ruin. I just want to get a peek at it. Oh yeah. Not bad. I'm not really in a position to go exploring into a ruin at this moment, just because I don't have a lot of space, and I need to save the space for the rock that we're going to be gathering up. So we'll keep note of that, and we will definitely come back and spend a little time in that thing. For now, though, let's go over here, and I think we're just going to mine right into the side of the hill here and get started into mining up some stone. I need to get some normal stone, and I also need to get some, I need to get the regular rock, but I also need to get some free stone as well. So we're going to do like a little inside quarry thing over here. But we're just going to mine into one of these. And I'm thinking... Yeah, I think this will work right here. Cool. All right, let me start getting this dug out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my magic spell to make a fire pit. Cool. So we've got us a little area here kind of carved out It's not very wide. That's the outside there. That's the outside there. So we're just looking at this area right through here. But I really think this is probably going to be enough for what I have planned. So I can, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start getting some of this stuff in there. Now I went ahead and gathered up a little bit of a little bit of wood for firewood if I need it. There was a dead animal that had 2 pieces of raw bush meat there. So probably we'll go ahead and cook that up as well. Okay, we're going to let that go. So basically we're going to do the exact same thing that we did back in the other area. I'm going to dig a pathway right along here. Like that. Now you see the green right there. That means that that area right there is exposed. So I'm not going to go up any higher there. I'm going to go ahead and leave this just right as it is. We're going to dig one more this way. Oh, see, it's exposed there. Get another piece of dirt here. We're going to be going down anyway, so I'm not too concerned with that. We'll go to there. We'll do 1, 2, and then we'll have to clear this one out too. And don't forget what I always say. If you're out using your tools, you better replace your copper before you head back in. So as I was heading over to do my next dig area, I found a little copper deposit. So I'm going to dig this up. That way I can replace my tools when I get back. Something to watch for when you're out here exploring with the fantasy creatures mod. You'll see these pile of bones every once in a while. And those are actually the skeletons. There we got a skull. Cool. Yeah, so I think I see another one right there. I'm going to try to get up on top of this hill. Kind of hoping that they would pop up. Oh, shoot. Anyways, that's fun. I haven't seen a whole lot of other mobs. But I came across those. I was coming here. I want to get some of this basalt. I like basalt as far as a building block goes. I really do. I don't know if this will be a good area for mining it because these hills don't have a whole lot behind them. Probably would be better off over there mining, but I don't know if I want to go that far. So I'm going to find me a spot here, just like I did before, and burrow in someplace and then start mining up some of this basalt. There's a little green goblin guy, maybe? Now, these that are added to it, they're not very powerful, right? I think 3 health, 4 health, yeah. The max these guys got, so you're not looking at anything more than maybe a surface drifter type battle. So don't think that having these extra mobs in here are going to make more of a challenge. Now as we get into more difficult mobs, yes, they'll be like the treants are something that's added to this. They spawn very rare. But you get a shepherd treant also, and each one of those, they have quite a bit of health behind them, so that can be a little bit of a challenge. So just be aware of that. All right, we're going to do a little more exploring. Seeing if there's anything on the map. I was hoping that maybe we could find the Alchemy trader or a village. So I'm going to do a little bit of exploring, seeing what I can find. See if I can find one of those. So we're going to head off in that direction right there and see if we can find some new terrain and some new content. Okay, I'll be back. I found me a treasure hunter trader here. So this is where we can get the map to get to the Residence Archive when that time comes. So that's good. You can also see here on the map that is 2 meteor impact sites right there. So there's 2 sets of meteors right there, and that's a big ruin. Let's let me hop down here. So yeah, we're looking like straight off over this way. Oh, there it is. Cool. We are nowhere prepped for that area. Just to let you know, just to fill you in, there are some dungeons that we have to raid here also, and that's what that is one of the dungeons. And then this, you're going to end up having corrupt saw blades and all that kind of stuff. So we need to get some metal armor to kind of protect us before we get into there. And there's another meteor there. So we actually have 3 meteor impact sites right there. So that is pretty cool. We're not going to move any closer to that, except for maybe just a little bit, just to kind of get a look at it. That's pretty cool. We'll definitely get over and check that out whenever we get a chance. Take a few more berries with me. All right, let me get back to doing some more exploring, and then we're going to start heading back over to the base. Okay, so we got a commodities trader here that will sell halite, so that's good to have. We'll need to definitely keep that one in mind. Map-wise, we are heading back up. We've done a big circle, and I love the fact that we found that I found chert and shale. Those are 2 that I really, really enjoy having. We also have a conglomerate desert here, a periodotite desert, and we've already explored this desert here. So that's actually pretty good. Not that far of a distance either for us to be able to get back down to. So I think we're probably going to be coming back down this way to kind of get some more stone and stuff. Plus, this will be a good area. Once we get to the point where we need to find halite in large quantities, this is going to be a good area to be able to start looking in. You will not find halite where the surface stone is something like granite or andesite. You will not find halite in those areas. You're going to find halite where you have sedimentary layers like sandstone, conglomerate. I think conglomerate is also, but chert is a sedimentary one. So looking in areas like that for finding halite, a much better chance of finding it. I always have more luck finding halite in sandstone and claystone areas. So if we've got those close by, I know we got an area up here that is sandstone, so I'll be checking up there for halite. But really, for a commodities trader being able to buy 16, what was it for 4 gears? That's not bad. I mean, that's enough to get you 32 pieces of salt, which is almost enough to make 1 brine. You need 50 to make a full brine, but you can brine with any amount. So I think this will work pretty good for us. If we can't find anything else, then that's what we'll do. It is getting coming on night, so I'm probably going to spend the night here, borrow his bed, and then I'll start back home in the morning. Okay, we are back home. We're back home. Keep getting a little stuttering. We're back home and been going through checking the baskets and really good. Lots of fish gathered up there. That's good. Ain't mad at that. Looks like we had a rift that had formed over here. Get that gathered up. Take that with us. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Oh, hey, a goblin. I don't know if I showed this or not. Let's go ahead and harvest this guy up. You don't get a whole lot from them. I think even these like hunters, you don't get like anything maybe. Yeah, I don't think you get anything off of the hunters or off of the, yeah. Nothing there. Oh, there's another one. That's kind of fun. You can turn down the spawn. It is in a there's no config file for this mod. So you'd have to go in and update the JSON file itself to kind of change the spawn rates of the mods, or of the mobs in there. Little bit of a pain, but there's been some discussion about it. You know, people asking for it, so we'll see what the mod developer comes up with as time goes on. Cool. It is almost nighttime. We are going to get some food gathered up. We're going to take care of some of that stuff. And then we're going to come back. So we've already kind of talked about the Fantasy Creatures mod. I was kind of hoping in my exploring that I would find one of the Alchemy Trader outposts, but I did not find any. So we'll just kind of put that on the list of things that we're still watching for as time goes on through the rest of the server, or for the rest of this playthrough. And when we see it, we'll show it up. But the other mod that we added that we want to do talk about is the VS Villager mod. The VS Villager mod has gone through kind of a change. It used to be that the mod itself would just put villages throughout the world. If you remember in my modded to the Magical Max, or my modded to the Max Season 2, we'd be traveling around. We'd find villages out where we run around. You can still have the mod configured to do that. To do it, you're going to need to have add some of the additional mod content. So there's one's called Simple VS Village, or VS Village Simple add-on. And what that does is that creates a pre-made village that spawns in the world. And you can do them for Viking settlements and desert settlements and industrial, and, you know, kind of whatever your play style is, you can set up those villages to automatically spawn. However, if you don't do that, then you're going to be using this mod a lot like you would within the Minecraft version of what's it called? Cities? I can't remember what it's called now, but basically where you can kind of create your own village and you kind of manage it. That's what we're going to do. That's what the process we're going to go through this playthrough series. We're actually going to kind of manage our own village as we go through. Now, we do not have VS Quest installed, so we're not going to be getting missions and things like that, or you know, the quest line stuff, or where they used to give us seeds or whatever. We're not going to go through that. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to create the workstations and give them work to do while we're kind of going through this. So it is sounding very grumbly out there, but that's no big deal. We'll deal with it here in just a minute. Let's start taking a look here at the VS Village mod. So for villages and villagers, you're going to have to start off by getting the components that you're going to need for creating your village. And we're going to do that by summoning a village trader. And we do that by crafting a horn. We then sound the horn, the village trader shows up, and then we're able to buy a lot of the different workstations, beds, etc., all that stuff that you need for there. The mayor's workstation, though, that's going to be the very first thing that we need to buy for the horn. Yeah, we need a temporal gear for that. Luckily, seems like this mod pack is producing a tremendous amount of these Temporal gears. More than I'm used to seeing. We're going to see what's going on. I hear like a clinking sound. I'm not sure what that is. I'm curious to see, though. Wait till sunlight comes up. Hey there, buddy. Over here. Can you get me? I'll pop back over there. I was kind of hoping he gets stuck in there. There was quite a few guys down here. We did get one fancy creatures. Looks like it was one of the... oh, what do you call them? The skeletons. Oh, there's a couple down here, too. Quite a few, actually. Holy cow. Just let them just sit here and kill each other. That one's gone. There it goes. I think we got them all. There's definitely a lot. I want to get down here and see. There was one. Yeah, skeleton remain. I was like, what is that guy? I was hearing him clanking around last night. Hey, there we go. Definitely take those gears. We're going to need those. All right, let me loot them up. I will be back. Not too shabby. Looks like I'm going and clear up a bunch of wolves too, or foxes, but I'm going to wait on that because we're going to be getting into leather crafting here shortly. So we're going to hold off on doing that. Let's get started though here with summoning. Did it work? I'm not hearing anything. Move out here a little bit farther away. Kind of wanting the village to kind of be over in this area anyways. All right, hang on. Okay, I figured it out. I'm going to say... So it doesn't say in the instructions. It's a one-time use, and you have to point at the ground. So where you point at is where they're going to spawn. There you go. Okay. So we've got this now. I got my gears. Okay. So we want to get the mayor's workstation. That's definitely something that we're going to want. And we're going to want the brazier. We definitely want that as well. And what else do we need? Let's get at least 2 villager beds. Yeah? Okay, do that. Cool. Okay. Is there a way to make this person go away? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so you stay here. Let's go this way. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. And there is a radius that you have to set up on these, so we got to kind of be a little careful about where we put it at. But I think this will be okay. My thought was I wanted to kind of go right in this area, and I think we can go at least 40 blocks in every direction. So hopefully that's enough space. Yeah, let's try this. We're gonna put down that. And do you want to found a new one? Yes, we do. And we're going to call it... I don't know. Aaron. Let's call it Aaron. Okay, and radius on this, we're going to go... like I said, I think we're going to do 40. And we'll say found new village. Cool, does that work? find out. Hire mayor. There is no free bed for this villager. Oh, okay. Luckily we bought one. Now can we hire a mayor? There's not enough people providing food in the village, but hiring more shepherds and farmers. So hire a farmer. There's no workstation. Let's see. Hello, you still in here? Hello. Anything to trade? Smith, shepherd, trader. Did we do the trader one? Thought we did. Maybe we didn't. All right, let's get that workstation. Okay, so workstation for the farmer. Okay, now can we hire a farmer? Yay, we did. Okay, so we have a farmer now. And let's see what all this gives us here. 0 gathering places. We're going to create a gathering place. I'm thinking like right here. That'll be the gathering place. Okay. Next up, residence structures. So you got to actually add in the structures themselves. Hello, Mrs. Mayor. How are you? All right, does that give us anything? Residents? Okay. Not really. All right, so I'm going to have to figure out how to build villages. I guess I'm going to have to build probably the buildings myself. Didn't think I needed to. But kind of looking that way. Okay. Yeah, so it does look like I'm going to have to build a sheltered area for them. Which is okay. Because we have like a whole bunch of resources back here. Let's see. What do we got here that we can build with? I don't want to build with any of that yet. We can definitely build with packed dirt. All right, we're just going to throw something together like that. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? My building prowess. You're going to be the envy of all the people who live in mud huts. There we go. There we go. That'll give us a start there for that. Horrible. That's all right. We'll continue to work on and put some stuff together. Yeah, so I'm going to build a village right here. I'm not going to go too far, but I wanted to kind of keep it pretty close to where this trader's at here. Probably like right along this area. And my thought was like over here, we can put in some farms and such like that. So we'll be able to put in an area for the farmers to work, shepherds. And I do have a couple of points here to use up. So survival, we're now at level 6. I'm not ready to go ahead and take the all-arounder yet. I know that's going to be one I'm going to go with. But I think for now, I would like to go ahead and do the well-rested one more time. Nudist is not one that I will normally go with. Just a simple fact that, you know, clothes wear out of it. Well, I guess, you know, that actually makes a little sense. Clothes wear out. I don't know. Meat shield I definitely don't like using. All-arounders usually where I'll go. Sprinter is one that I like to get once food is something I don't have to worry about anymore. So if that's, if we've got food in abundance, then that's what I'll go with. The other one I like to get strong back, but we've got to go through and get mining and metalworking on those. And so we're not quite to there yet. So yeah, let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead and get well rested. Yeah, let's get well rested there. Temporal adaptation. We've got another point here to use. And I've talked about this. This is definitely one that I don't like to get into too much at this point. I want to keep myself temporally unstable as best I can. So I don't want to go ahead and use any points right now. They're going to hinder me from being able to advance in Rustbound Magic. So Caveman might not be a bad one to get because I'm not going to be going underground to try to do my temporal, to do my Rustbound Magic stuff. So that one may not be too bad to get. This is actually a good one. You have a chance up to 11% to avoid any damage from enemies. This one comes in pretty handy during like temporal storms. So that would be a pretty good one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. Go ahead and do shifter. Cool. Okay. That's going to give us, I don't think there's any other points that I have. Let's see, under survival, collecting. Farming, we haven't done a whole lot of farming. Forestry, we'll be getting into more of that, more mining stuff. Husbandry, we haven't done anything, but I've been eating books. And processing. Oh, we're close to metalworking, advancing up one step on metalworking. That's a good one. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Modded to the Magical Max. Thanks for spending time with me. We have introduced some new mods in this one. We introduced the Fancy Creatures mods. We introduced the VS Villagers mod, and also the Alchemy Traders mod. So since we have put in some new mods into this mod pack, there's going to be a new download for the Modded to the Magical Max mod pack available on the Shino Gaming Discord community. Link is in the description below. Go check it out. Join the Discord community, download the mod pack, play it for yourself. Next episode, we are going to get into leather crafting so that we can get ourselves some bigger backpacks so that we'll make gathering stuff up a lot easier going forward. Okay? Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.